Another 10 kilometres to go, and Michael Barry. There's been two Canadians at the front doing the lion's share of pulling along when it's calmed down. Svein Tuft from Green Edge. There's Robbie McEwen. And Michael Barry for Sky. Trevor Gordon, formerly of HTC, writing in on spokesmen, "You're a bad man." I can't even read that one out. But thanks anyway, made us both smile, but I can't read it out. Farnese Vini coming up towards the front. Filippo Pozzato. Now, Pozzato is heading up the team. He's got 1-2-1 on his back. Surely he's got to do something this year, Filippo Pozzato. I mean, he's a man with bags of talent, and just, I don't know what he messes around with. He just doesn't, he hasn't got his head straight with it.
Well, for me, he's not, I don't think he's a team leader. For me, in the past, they used to feed off the kind of bigger guys in the team and maybe go for a long one. And, you know, he won Milan-San Remo by doing that with a quick step. But ever since then, he's become this kind of team leader and wanted more money. He hasn't really delivered. And now he finds himself in a kind of second category team, the Farnese Vini team. And it's going to be very difficult for him. He has to take his opportunities, but he has to step up. And I'm not too sure that he is that man. If I was Pozzato, I'd be trying to look after Gardini today, as he is a very, very explosive sprinter. And this sort of kind of short stage of 142.5 kilometres, where it's not so windy is going to kind of suit him out. You can just see what we were saying earlier on a few minutes ago about the teams looking after each other, and Rabobank have come up towards the front with 8.1 kilometres to go, looking after the riders as we see this project team, the new colours of the old Scale Shimano team.
Yeah, oh, out onto the sand. Once again, it's actually pretty rocky and nasty. Rabon on the front for the Omega Pharma Quick Step team, pushing the pace along. Michael Barry would be quite happy with that. Just behind Barry is Christian Knies, the former German champion. The new colours of the Project 1T4i, the old school Shimano team, are the ones in the middle, as you can see. Looks like ITV1, doesn't it? On the front a little bit on the back of the shorts. Matt Brammy getting to the front now. He's a good chap for this sort of work. And quick wheel required.
It's not so good for Greg Henderson.
No. Just exactly the wrong time for Henderson to be puncturing. We'll have to work really hard to get back there now. Especially they've done so much work to try and really do something for him. You'd have to say they're trying to set him up. Still not going great guns at the moment, though. Probably another kilometre or so.
Once you see about the 5 kilometre board, you get, you know, some of the teams kind of taking over the front. We've seen Team Sky. There'll be some other teams want to gain control. We've seen the Green Edge team, and McEwen talking to one of the riders at the moment. I think they'll be looking after Alan Davis when it comes to a bunch kick like this. And over on the left-hand side of the screen, we see Matt Brammer, the Irish champion, just flicks his elbow for the Quick Step team. They've got Stegmans, but Bonin and Kiki. Bonin and Kiki worked really well in San Luis in Argentina. Both of them getting wins, so I would say Kiki is another big danger today. They've already been together, they're already gelled, they've already kind of helped each other. They got, when we look at San Luis placings, Kiki won the first stage. I think they got 1-2 in the next stage. Boonen won the last stage, so they're a well-drilled team and well-gelled team, and I would think that Quick Step will come here to do really well, and that's why they've brought Boonen and Kiki.
Look, a lot of Bridgestone anchor jerseys at the back here. I'm not surprised. It's going to be hard work for them, especially over the next 2 or 3 days. If they start getting very heavy crosswinds, then some of these smaller teams, especially like the Bridgestone anchor team from Japan, they're going to have a real problem. Although they've got some fairly experienced riders, and one in particular, they have Blaise Sonnery, the French rider, who'll know a little bit about this sort of run. There's Bernie Eisel on 2-3 back. Last time we've seen him on our screens in Sky kit. Where is the World Champions jersey, or is he just going to take it easy today and just try and get through the day? It wouldn't surprise me if he did. He wasn't feeling particularly well. I tell you, the team who haven't shown anything yet, and I guess they will in the next couple of kilometres, is Liquigas. They've got Peter Sagan, who's always super aggressive, but don't forget Daniel Oss as well, and Sabatini, all fast men. No,
for sure. They are big riders. Sven Tuft, the Canadian champion in the white at the front, just coming up. You've got Juan Antonio Flescher on the left-hand side, but you've got Rabobank also looking after Mark Renshaw.
Five kilometres to go then. Stage one here in the Tour of Qatar. We're back on your airwaves. Fantastic. Cycling now wall to wall right the way through the year, and the Olympics as well right here in, well, snowbound London at the moment, but in the United Kingdom. Fabulous. It's Tour of Qatar, followed by Paris-Nice, Tirreno Adriatico, Tour de Taiwan, Tour of Catalonia. Whoops, another puncture. Oh,
well, that's not Glimsenoff yet. It's a big
Dennis,
Russian sprinter.
Dennis. Oh dear. And he's just been getting better and better. I'm a big fan of Glimsenoff, actually, but won't be happy there.
No, I would say he was a big danger.
Absolutely.
He had a great ride in Paris-Brussels last year, but unfortunately inside the last 5 kilometres, and that's when that board was shown, and you know, teams starting to take control of the front. Renshaw's team on the left-hand side, Rabobank and the orange, have taken it up. So Mark Cavendish for Team Sky still down the back, and they might be playing, look Cav, just take it easier today. You've got team time trial tomorrow. We'll need you obviously later on in the week when you feel a wee bit better, and they might be going for Apollonio today, the other Team Sky rider.
Farnese Vini, Celitalia, the yellow, fluoro yellow guys in the centre now driving it along. They have Andrea Guardini, the Italian who's exceptionally fast. Will Pippo Pozzato make an appearance at the front? Who knows? Be nice to see if Pozzato can actually do something this year. Whoa, Aurelio Fischer's annoyed with something. With the Farnese Vini guys, I think. Not a happy boy.
Yeah, I think he's wanting more speed at the front. They're all over the place. Aurelio Fischer, right-hand side. Talingi in the middle for Rabobank. Big Jack Bauer, the rider that rode for Enduro Racing last year, coming up to the front. Baptism of fire this year already. The Tour Down Under, and now thrown in the deep end of Tour of Qatar.
There's a bit of anxiousness going on here. The speed is really up as Green Edge trying to set this one up for Robbie McEwen, the Project 1T4I team. Oh, crikey. Why don't you just call them the Project team? The Project team. Now coming towards the front. They've got John Degenkolb riding from them. I'm amazed they've been able to hang on to Degenkolb and Kittel actually this year, as it's one of those situations a bit like Leopard Trek last year where they don't have a main sponsor. But they have, which is good for them. You never know what might happen during the year. Carmen Cervello really trying to push them on. Tyler Farrer looking like he's gritting his teeth here, Brian. He looks like he's suffering a little bit.
Yeah, it's just difficult concentration holding the wheel. Jack Bauer still at the front, Aurelio Fischer just behind. But it does look as if it was Alan Davis who's up there. So with 2 columns is going, just see the flags in the tailwind at the moment. Jack Bauer's putting a big turn. Alan Davis now comes through for Green Edge with Fischer behind. But Tyler Farrar in a good position at the moment. But 1.8 kilometres, we've got around about 600 metres to go, but a lot of teams just out of sorts at the moment and really need to get their act together.
Yeah, no appearance of the World Champions jerseys stripes at the moment. I would suspect that he's probably going to try and ride his way through the next couple of days. Has not been feeling particularly well, Mark Cavendish, but Carmen Cervelo trying to drag this one out, but Morelia Fischer still not happy, and I can see why. There's just not enough speed at the front here, Brian, because there's a lot of teams jostling now. This is a little bit difficult.
Yeah, it's the tailwind that's doing this. There is speed at the front, and that's why everything keeps on changing. Mark Renshaw getting looked after by Brown just in the orange as Team Sky come up on the right-hand side with Jeremy Hunt. But Tyler Farrar shown well already in the second intermediate sprint, and he's in a good position at the moment, just slipping onto the Sky train coming through.
Where is Mark Cavendish? This is what people would like to see. Apollonio is the man just nestling about 6 or 7 back at the moment. Liquigas right in the middle. They're in a sort of sandwich between the Green Edge team and Sky. 1 kilometre to go, and it's very scrappy at the moment. They're all a bit all over the place, but see how everybody's strung out behind here. No real Omega Pharma quick step riders up towards the front that we can see at the moment. Green Edge working here. 2 Liquigas riders in this train. Let's have a good look back now. It's Tom Bonen who's driving for the line now. 150 metres to go. Bonen pushing hard with Husoft in his wheel, is it? Bonen takes the first stage. Looked like Bonen to me. We only caught the front of the shot for just a little bit, but certainly his sort of style, big, powerful drive towards the line. And there we are. Tom Bonen takes the stage. You'll be very, very pleased with that. There you go. Daniel Oss not far off. We did say look out for him. I think he's very underrated as a sprinter. Very big, very powerful. I think he gets the 3rd spot. And very interesting finish. Gosh, this was a bit strung out, Brian. Yeah,
it was so fast. That lead out was absolutely tremendous for Tom Bonen, and he just takes it up from the front. When these sprinters in a tailwind finish like that, you can't get the speed. You can't get the speed to come by. It looked as if Peter Sagan was up there.
8, 7, 6.
Tom Bonen takes the win then. Former world champion. Well, starting the season well. Here we go then. This is the finish. Tom Bonen driving for the line. Gerd Steegman's doing the job and pulling across. Tyler Farrar lurking there in 4th spot. Apollonio about 8th back. Well, it's not Husoft who comes over 2nd. Did Farrar just pip Daniel Oss there, by the look of it? Well, he's won this Tour of Qatar 3 times overall. Looks like he wants to do it again. Good lead out by Steegmans in the end, the last man to peel off.
It was a fantastic lead out, and you know, just strung it all out so fast.
Bonen Blythe, it was Adam. Well, I never. And Sagan was 3rd. Oss 5th. Farrar 4th. Sagan just holding off Tyler Farrar. Adam Blythe in 2nd spot. Well, I would have never even recognised him in the at that particular point. My apologies to Adam.